So what does every skateboarder do when they come up to a bump in the road? You go like this, sort of. You don't jump off the ground, you don't come completely off the board, but we all kind of go light on our feet so that our board can more easily pass over bumps, like that. Hi, I'm Patrick from Waterborne, and I hope that this demonstration teaches you how to ride a little bit safer on your e-board and maintain the structural integrity of your surf adapter. So, as you know, everything that's moving has momentum energy. So because you are riding a skateboard and that is moving, this has momentum energy, denoted by our little arrow. Because this is an electric skateboard, it has a big old battery. And that means that you have a lot more energy moving than on a regular skateboard. So, why does that matter? When you come across a bump in the road, that bump is going to change the direction of this energy and make it point a little bit more upward to get over the bump. So it's not really a big deal, and when you see something like this, we all know that this board with these size wheels will plow through this. But what's important is the proportion of the bump to the diameter of your wheel. So this is basically no resistance to this diameter wheel. If the bump is twice this size, you might look at that and you'd say, yeah, I would probably feel that bump when my board hits it. So we'll give a little arrow on this side. So that's some force that your board is going to have to overcome when it hits that. Still probably not that big of a deal. But if we increase the size of the bump, that means that there is more force for your board to overcome, to get over it. And I know that we all go light on our feet to help our board get over it, but with an electric motor and battery and all these other components, these boards can be 15, 20, 25 pounds, and the faster you're going, the more you are going to increase the force that your board has. If you're going above 20 miles an hour, you're going to dramatically increase the force that this board has when it hits a bump. If you have a modified board with an extra battery pack, that is a lot more force. And if you're hitting something significant, again, we're just cranking up the amount of force that your board is going to feel when it runs into that bump, that immovable bump. And what happens is, with a setup like this, where you have so much energy colliding, is you're going to have a stress concentration right here. That force is going to push into the wheel and stretch out this bit of metal. And it'll be kind of like this. Now the surf adapter is extremely robust. In fact, we design it to withstand 1,500 pounds pointed straight down without permanent deformation. So that means you could slam on these things all day long. However, when you're hitting bumps at a high rate of speed with a really heavy board, the buck is going to stop in here. So basically what we're trying to encourage people to do is, if you ride trails and paths and roads with potholes and bumps that are more than 15% the height of your wheel, you need to fix the balance of this equation by either using a larger wheel. That is going to take away some force. Moving a little bit more slowly as you cross over it, that is going to take away some force. Or at a very minimum, hit these bumps at an angle. That will slightly minimize the amount of force and stress concentration that you put on these castings. If you think of it like a car, most cars can roll off a curb just fine. If you're gentle, you could roll up it. If you are in a big truck, no problem. If you're in a monster truck, It's like, what curb? But in most cars, if you hit it at 15, you're probably losing a wheel. So the difference between a car and a skateboard is, in a car, when you hit a curb, you like slam into the dashboard or whatever. But on a skateboard, we kind of jump, let ourselves go light on the board, and that board is hitting whatever obstacle with a lot of force. And we're kind of, as riders, somewhat oblivious to it. So these are just things to consider while you're riding to help be safer, prolong the longevity of your surf adapter, and consider how to better set up our boards. Thanks so much. I hope this helps. Peace.